And hello and welcome once again to Diane Actually Writes. As you can tell, I am in a I am getting stuff done mood, because those of you who know me know that this music is kind of my I'm getting into the zone and writing or working on my creative project kind of music. Let me know how the volume is, because I haven't used this one in a while and I might have to turn it down. I'm not sure. Let's say hello to everybody. How is everyone doing today? We have Billy first in the chat for a change, aka The Right Idea. Oh, hey, thanks for the bits, Juicy. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Cool. Right on. Yeah, Billy was saying when he came into the chat, he was telling his mom how he knows a published author from Canada, and she was very impressed. And I'm like, yeah, she probably wouldn't be as impressed if she knew how much money being a published author makes. But hey, what the heck, right? Hi, Siobhan, good to see you. Hello, Eli, pleasure as always. And hello, Gwen, very good to see you as well. Yay, Eli is off to the store, I understand, and will be back, which is cool. The Big Juicy is here! Hello, Big Juicy. Awesome. Kahuna came in with a raid. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Kahuna crew. I believe James probably came in with Kahuna at the time. Lappin' for life, indeed. BC Brown is here. Hello, and Writer Greg, which is always a pleasure. Nice to see you. How are you? Wait a minute, aren't you usually streaming at this time? On YouTube? Or did it just finish? Either way, nice to see you. It's cool. I'm glad you're here. It's awesome. Let's see, who else is here? Daz is here. Billy says the music is making him want to take MDMA, something he's never done, but that's the vibe. Yeah, it kind of is, which is kind of why I like it. I did some work on brainwave entrainment, which you can do with sound. You don't have to use substances to do that. And I was working on that for my witchcraft book. And this music has the sound of a bunch of stuff, and I think it's kind of woven in it that's supposed to improve your high beta waves, which increases concentration and artistic inspiration. So that's why I tend to really like this when I'm serious about buckling down and getting it done, right? So and I have a million things to do. Oh, okay, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. All right, thanks, Greg. That's good to know. Okay, I wasn't sure because I don't always catch it, but I try to, right? Because of course my streams overlap and whatnot. So cool. This music is helping me write. You'll have to send me the file. You have to get Sirenscape. That is where it is at. This is a subscription service that I use, which plays all the music, pretty much, that I use here. And I don't remember how much it was. It wasn't expensive. It was like $10 a month or something. And it was one of those things that Aaron got where I was like, do we really need this? You know, but that was before we started streaming, right? So it was for our games strictly. It also provides, you know, ambience for various environments. They have two separate players, a science fiction and a fantasy player, and they both come with the subscription, right, along with the existing files. So you just have to figure out what you want to download. Yeah, James says, I have a file disable and my favorite song. Yeah, there's a particular song that is part of the science fiction space battle stuff that they do, their collection, and it's on 2 of them. Right, and I really like it. So, but I like this stuff too. And we're gonna get stuff done. That's what we're doing today. So today I am going to be finishing up my cover. And I thought, well, the last of my covers, as it were. I submitted, for those of you paying attention to the Kickstarter stuff, I submitted my paperback stuff last night, and my wide distribution stuff for my ebook. So if you don't want to get it on Amazon, that should be available really soon. If you want an ebook but you don't like Amazon, which, who can blame you? I don't like Amazon. So All right, so I think I might have my finished cover from yesterday up. And this is the, when you look at the hard cover, this is the part that's actually on the hard back. My previous stuff, I haven't done this particular design because it actually puts the like graphic on the cover. Previously, I've done their cloth covers through England Spark. They've been really excellent, right? But I thought this particular book and style might have wanted, you know, something a bit flashy. It doesn't cost any more or less. So anyway, I'll show you. There it is. That's the finished product for the hardback. And then there's going to be a dust jacket over it, and that's what I'm going to be working on today. So yeah. The parts that you see, the brown sort of paper or canvas looking stuff that's in between the binding and the two covers, it's the kind that it folds inward, right? So that's why you can't put graphics you might mess up there. So yeah, so I just decided to do kind of a framing for it all. So, all right. People are doing stuff. Let's see what people are doing. BC Brown says they love seeing cover art. That's cool. Awesome. Billy says he's now on chapter 7 of the rewrite. Excellent. Halfway. Good job. So cool reactions to the cover. Thanks, guys. Juicy says, I can't wait for my editor to read my chapter. It's going to hurt so good. Yeah, when the editor starts going, change this, move that. Did you really want to put that way? Yeah. Billy also says, I've also figured out that I need to switch perspectives to Princess Zira for the second half of this book. Once I do that, this whole book will be done in its roughest form. Awesome! Yay! I'm so happy for you. That's great. That's right. Keep on keeping on. Exactly. Daz is still working on the Kipes and Fox team-up chapter. Kipes and Fox team-up? Oh, you didn't tell me about that. Of course, I should have guessed that's where you were going with the Nistlings. Cool. I cannot wait to read that. That will be excellent. BC Brown says, also, I look at the stream every time Sable says your name because the B in my nickname stands for Billy. I'm sorry, BC. Yeah, I try to, I don't know, I pick short names to call people, and I know, and the right idea is an awkward handle, right? It's good for a Twitch channel, and I totally understand why he took it, but it's hard to shorten that into something you can use as a casual name. So he said his first name was Billy, and I've been calling him that since, right? I'm sorry it makes you look, I hate that myself. Yeah. Eli says, I'm sitting on my hands until Reaper is fully approved by Ingram. I had to readjust the cover on the hardback, and I just submitted the paperback a few days ago, so I gotta wait until they're ready to approve. Yeehaw. Yeah. Fun. Yeah. I didn't have any discount codes this time. They're expensive when you don't have discount codes, man. But, hey, it's worth it because they make such a great quality book. Right. I should have everything in order. I had to make a couple of adjustments to my interior text because I guess that while my formatter saved it in black and white, they did not save it in grayscale, right? So I had to convert it to grayscale and then resubmit it. And then it tried to tell me that I had I had graphics that had unnecessarily large DPIs. I have exactly 2 graphics, right? In the whole thing. I opened them both up, right, in Photoshop, and neither one has more than the 300 DPI that they tell you to have. So I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and I just went with it. So hopefully it works. Yes, absolutely, Greg. You may share a link. Please do. I'd love to see anything you're working on or, you know, supporting or whatever. That would be great. Thank you. Awesome. Right. Big Juicy asks, ever try a short story anthology? Many times, actually. Yes, I've done quite a few of them. I even edited and published one where I paid other people. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. It can be a lot of fun, and you know, if you get the right anthology, it can be decent money for your work, right? So. Yeah, BC Brown says I go by BC most of the time anyway. Really, only Mama calls me Billy anymore. Yeah, it gets in your head though, doesn't it? Yeah. GC says I've only written one short story. I've written a few, but I'm intending to do more because I'm actually doing pretty well with my stories. And the guys are like, look, if you want to make a living at this, you're selling your stories. And the novels are kind of hit and miss so far, so do more stories. So, yeah, they're right. All right. Oh, cool. That's that. Okay, I saw your post there, Greg, about your webinar, which is awesome. Greg is doing a novel outlining webinar. He is offering it for free. He did an amazing talk at Writer's Conduit about outlining. I think he was using the snowflake method at the time. It was really interesting. I'm not a plotter. Right? I might just take the workshop for the sake of like maybe picking up a few tips and tricks, but I've never been very good at outlines myself, but it might be worth having a look. And if you're interested at all in figuring out how to do an outline or from transitioning from world building to writing, then definitely go take his class, guys. Like he does like, you know, it's like a PowerPoint presentation, but of course he does it all on stream, right? He does it step by step. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, Eli says, yeah, I told them to fuck off with that noise too. Yeah, exactly. Any tips for short stories? You have time to develop one plot. You don't have time for subplots. You don't have time for a bunch of lead-in to learn about the characters. You have to introduce the characters and the action in media res. You don't have time for background. There's no room for prologues. Don't waste your time with that. And furthermore, don't be overly wordy, right? Get the story down. Brevity is the better part of valor when writing a short story. Yeah, that's my advice. Yeah, keep it short. Right? And because you'll find you won't have enough room for your idea anyway. It's much easier to sell a 5,000 word or less short story than it is to sell anything bigger. So if you can get it below 5,000 words, you have a much better chance. And if you can get it below 3,000 words, you have a better chance still. Right? So, but flash fiction, 1,000 words or less, can be tricky to master. So I don't advise that unless you're naturally really good at it, or unless you've been doing this for a while, right? So, because, you know, it can be tricky to strike the right tone in such a short space. And, you know, I have real trouble selling my flash fiction, and I have real trouble selling anything that's bigger than 5,000 words. I don't have any trouble between about 3,000 and 5,000. So that's, then again, that could be totally be me, right? So, BC Brown says I've been in several and also put together one with friends and edited it. Good for you. So you're also an anthology publisher. That's excellent. Right? But I haven't done one of my own fully yet. Been tinkering with one though. When an anthology contains all your one author stories, it's a collection, not an anthology. There's a technical thing there that nobody outside of the book world understands or cares about, but matters when you're trying to like classify it by genre. Say that again. When it's a bunch of different authors who have all put their stories into one book, that's an anthology. When it's one author who has done all the stories in a book, that's a collection. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, nice. Greg says, I have 2 times available, Saturday and Tuesday, both live. You know what? I'm going to put the link up over here on this computer. I don't have Chrome open on that one at the moment because I have Photoshop open, and you get one or the other without my stream working, basically. So, right, but I'm putting it on the other computer here. So it will be ready for me to fill out when I'm done. I'll check out the times and whatnot. So, awesome. Thank you, Greg. Yes, please go sign up to Greg's workshop, guys, because he's great. You know, it's a really valuable experience, and the fact that he's offering it for free, right? He probably shouldn't be. He could charge money for it. I'm just saying, and people would pay it because he's good. So go do it, right? Yeah. Well, that's my advice anyway. Yeah. BC says, oh, that's the sprint. For those of you who are doing sprints, you guys know that it's usually I spend the first minute chatting, so we touch base. BC says, my YouTube video this week covers how to distill brainstorming into a viable outline. Ah, there you go, synchronicity. Cool. Billy says, your tips have helped me a lot so far, so I'm excited to see. Awesome. Yeah, BC confirms what I said about collections and anthologies. Daz asks Greg, is this a Zoom only thing, or can people view it live as a stream? Yeah, so FitzLiber is a collection. Got it. Exactly, Juicy, exactly. Yeah. Oh, and a Monday night for Americans. Cool. That's excellent. Monday night. Monday night is a good time for me. I can probably do that. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, Zoom only, but he'll have the recordings. I loved the Swords collection. It was good. Hey, Alter Goddess, how are you? Good to see you. We're both going to be living out of a hotel at the end of the month, it looks like at this point. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. I've got a good line on a place where I'm going to go look at it on Monday, but there's 2 people ahead of me in the queue. But it looked like we really connected, so if they don't take it, I've probably got it. And there's another place that Aaron seemed to really connect with the owner for that we're going to see on Saturday. So, yeah, I didn't get the place in Oyama that I really wanted, the big place that was too expensive for me anyway, but I really wanted it. It was really a beautiful house and a lovely yard, and I liked the neighborhood, and, you know, and I would have sucked up the extra money, but, sigh. My Airbnb is cheaper than an apartment per month for in between. Oh, I didn't even think of looking for an Airbnb. That's not a bad idea, right? Because we're also looking to buy a house. I should think about that. Oh, wow, AG, that's so cool. We found a place that would be very nice on a lake. The lake is called Loch Erin. That's amazing. Good luck. Good luck. I really hope it works out. Awesome. Okay, so get your chatting in for the next 2.5 minutes, guys, because when the sprint timer goes off, I'm going to be concentrating, and I don't have my phone in here, so I'm not going to be able to look at chat to keep up with it, right? So, yes, I'm deliberately not doing that, because once I get the cover done today, I also have to fill out a bunch of interview stuff for the blog tour promotion that I purchased. So, and quite honestly, I'm not looking for, and I should have done it before, and I'm not looking forward to it because, tell us a little bit about yourself. I don't know, what do you want to know, right? I just, you know, I never know what's going to be interesting to people, and, you know, I hate those questions, you know? Stuff like favorite video games. I don't have any favorite video games. I watch a bunch of stuff on, like, cutscene movies on YouTube, because I don't have time to play video games, I'm too busy writing, you know? Right? Yeah. One of them is for a paranormal blog. Have you ever had a paranormal experience? Oh my god, I'm a practicing witch. Where should I start? You know? Yeah. Ooh, yes, there's a later time, Misa. He just added a Monday night for Americans, he said. So, yeah. Ooh, I should write an author blurb, says Juicy. Good idea. Yeah, I never know what to put in those either. I keep changing them, you know? Because I'm like, I don't know if I'm happy with this. Yeah. BC's with me. Yeah, where the hell would we witches even start with that? Yeah, exactly right. James says, you're a Twitch streamer who wants to write more. You've been writing since you were a child and was allowed to write non-journal stuff. Sable. Oh, see, this is why you have to talk to your friends, because then they tell you cool stuff that makes sense. And you go, oh, okay, actually, yeah, I guess that is kind of interesting when you put it that way. Yeah, I suppose it's true. I've had a very interesting resume in my life. I suppose that's kind of cool. I'm such a boring bastard, I wouldn't know what to write. Says this. Really, no. You're not. Awesome, James. Thank you. All right, that's the growl. I'm getting back to work. And I'll see you guys in 15, to quote Greg a little bit, paraphrase. Okay, now this is probably the better. Because that's almost certainly going to be the same size. And yes, I'm buttering to myself, and yes, it helps me think. Whoa, I think my picture might not be long enough for this one. Wow. It's not, I have to make it bigger. Oh my god, that's cool! Okay. You'll be able to get to see the whole picture on this one, guys. That is a good reason to invest in the hardcover. Although, I'm not going to lie, they've raised the prices at Ingram Spark. And, okay, not their fault, not their fault. But because I know that the price of printing has gone up exponentially. But yeah. I'm gonna have to charge $35 US for the cover, guys. Or for the card cover, guys. And I'm so sorry. I'm not even going to make it available to bookstores, that one, I don't think, because it's just not worth it to people. Nobody's going to buy it in the store, you know what I mean? The only reason why you would buy a hardcover from me at that price is because you like me personally and or value the series and want to collect the, you know, the collection, right? Like, yeah, it's... So. But, oh, but it's going to look so pretty. Alright, so how much do I have to shorten up by? I'll try 85%. I might want to put a border on it. Let's see about this. Duplicate the layer. Put it over top. Reduce the opacity. There we go, about there. That's about perfect, isn't it? Yeah, I think we'll go with a border. was using? Yes. I think that was way too big, but... Try doing this before we do anything else. Might be too big. Might have to make it smaller, but let's give it a try, shall we? Almost. Let's try reducing this by 75%. Okay, not quite. Now we're cooking with gas. Start by lining that up properly. start with this. And that's the sprint, gang. I guess I better actually really pay attention to the sprint timer today, or I'm not going to be able to get to chat with y'all, so let's do it. What have I missed in the time here? Billy's encouraging me. That's awesome. Eli signed up for Greg's Monday night class. Excellent. BC Brown says, writing streamers, even if you don't stream but just follow, don't forget to sign up for Twitch Stories. It's a white pages style directory of writing streamers, and there's the link, which I haven't done yet because I've been overwhelmed and it takes a little while to do that one. Yeah, Rowan says the answer is yes, I have. I'm a practicing witch. There are too many to discuss in detail or list. Yeah. Billy says I've had a few small paranormal things. My girlfriend has had way more, and I know many people who do. Yeah. Daz says I always feel that self-blurbs need to be kept to whatever parts of yourself fit the main topic, like your life as a writer or your life involving sports or music, etc. It's kind of weird with writer blurbs because in a way they're part of your branding, right? And people want to know more about you than just that you're a writer, right? I mean, that's a defining characteristic. Of course you're a writer. They're reading your story or your book, so they want to know something about who you are. I personally don't give a shit, by the way, right? When I'm reading about authors, I'm like, well, you know, do I like what you write? You know? And I want to be warned if there's something terribly toxic about them. But otherwise, I could care less. You know? So. Author Goddess says, wait, what are we witching? Yeah. Exactly. Be more specific. Yeah. Masadi says, yeah, okay. Masadi was asking Eli if they were doing the Monday night class with Greg, which they are. BC Brown said in response to Billy, then make up shit. I do all the time, and that's about author blurbs and being boring or whatever, and my blurbs change often. I made a game of it with readers to see if they can guess what is truth in it and what isn't. And yeah, that's a perfectly legitimate and traditional strategy. There is a writer who's known as James Tiptree Jr., who actually was a woman named Alice something, and I forget her actual name, right? Who made up a whole fake identity for James Tiptree, right? And what's interesting about it is they may have been trans or gender fluid, right? Because the persona of James Tiptree had a lot of reality for her. What she did in her real life was even like more interesting than that, if you can imagine. This is the 60s and 70s, right, and 50s, right? She was a spy, right? And then she worked with the CIA. So, you know, and at one point, what was really, if she is accurate, which people debate about, right, what pronoun actually would have been accurate, right? They, right? So you don't have to pick a pronoun. They at one point were written about by I think it was Silverberg, Robert Silverberg, before their identity became public. That, you know, you knew for a fact that this was a male writer because of the man quality of their work, and I'm not making that up, right? Like, just, you know, because, you know, clearly he really understands the male experience. So there's a good object lesson for you can write anything, you just have to, like, connect with it, right? Yeah. Rowan said, blog tour question Sable had to answer was, have you had a paranormal experience? Yes. Hey, Aegon, good to see you. How have you been? You're right, it has been a while. I hope you've been okay. I'm swamped in book release, which, hey, you probably haven't heard that yet, so put my link in the chat. New book, right? And this community is worthy of a great starter, and I'm also in the process of unexpectedly having to move, and that's a shit show, so I'm going a little insane. How are you? Dad said, I think the global books shortage stuff are probably why Amazon won't send you a proof. No, it's because I live in Canada. They halfway treat Canada like an adjunct to the American market, right? And never think about the fact that they've separated everything internationally. I've run into this with shipping too. They're bullshit. You know, they're just bullshit. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to work, guys. I'll see you in 15. Oh, hey, hey Nick, good to see you. And yes, absolutely, I would count intense experiential religious experiences as paranormal. It's basically the same thing for witches. Really, it is. So, yeah, 100%, man. All right. No, not quite. There we go. Had to think about how I wanted to do this a bit. Okay, here's how we're going to do it. Actually, that's not how we're going to do it. Undo. We'll leave that one at the bottom. This one in the middle. You know what? Okay, no, we'll do it different. We'll do it like this. Do that, and we're gonna Oh, I heard a dinging thing. Oh, hey! Amazon Diva, thank you very much for the raid and welcome. Good to see you. And welcome to Diva's party, as it were. Thanks for coming. Chats with Jackie is now following. That's awesome. Thank you very much for the follow, too, and welcome to the channel. I apologize for the 10-minute delay before followers can chat. I'm really sorry to have to do it, and I feel bad about it, but because of the hate raids, I need a little layer of insulation there, and, you know, it sucks, and it ruins it for good people, but there we are, right? And very sorry about that. Yes, hail hydrate, everyone, especially been working on writing. How was your stream there, Diva? I hope it went really well. Oh, right on. Well, thank you for the support. We're going to shout you out too, of course. Yeah, Amazon Diva is a really cool bean. We've had some good conversations here on writing. I'm just getting to know her, but she's awesome. I assume her, right? Because I don't even know that for sure, so correct me if I'm mistaken. Yes, let's talk more, right? Thank you, Siobhan. But you have to welcome your raiders. Oh, your mic was off for a bit. Who hasn't done that a million times, right? Okay, gang, I'm getting back to work. I'm going to write until the sprint timer is done. Why do I always get the wrong side? That side. There. I'm writing until the sprint timer is done. Well, I'm doing cover design until the sprint timer is done, and then I'll chat. So, and by that time, the 10-minute delay should be done for Jackie. So, welcome, guys. And let us know what you're working on if you're just coming in. Right? Tell us about it a bit if you want. And feel free to share your links. Back cover graphic. Click on that. And delete everything the fuck else. Not clear. This is going to be the front cover graphic. Yep. We will delete everything else on that layer. Graphic, we're going to delete everything else on that layer. Alright, and now watch how the master works, guys. little detail in this. You don't really notice it on the smaller graphic, but look at, there's a knotwork pattern on the brass here that Chaotica painstakingly did. I think it's beautiful. I'm confusing myself by the map is what I'm doing. So there's the framework for the dust jacket. Okay. The layers, I don't want to move them around. Let's see. There. Now those aren't going to move. I guess I might as well lock my paper layer too. Why mess with stuff? Okay, and that's the sprint. All right, your book's available at Target. Nice, Eli. Yay. All right, let's skim here. Yeah, author goddess. Ooh, yeah. No, I would never have a paranormal experience. Of course not. Not normal me. Yeah, exactly. Right. Oof, the price really did go up on there. Yeah, I have to pay. I think I have to pay $14.08 to print every copy, every hardcover copy of this book. So in order to make even 50 cents from a retailer carrying it, right, because they get it at a 55% discount, I have to charge $35. It's insane. I may just, I'm going to start with that, but I may end up reducing the price and just not making it available to bookstores at all. Yeah. And good to see you, Nick. I think I said hi briefly just before I started the next sprint. Yeah, giving away merch based on your mysterious author identity. There, that's really cool, actually. BC, I think that's neat. All right, I got Eli for another hour because Mr. Twinkle has a game thing. Cool. Hey there, Badger. Yes, I do allow raids. I'm sure they've told you that by now, though, haven't they? Siobhan was here. She knows perfectly well I allow raids. What? You did a GTR to me and it didn't go through? When I first set up the channel, because I was a little worried about things like, you know, I'd heard that Twitch could be toxic in places, so I set it to raid only from friends and people I follow, right? And I've changed that long ago, but apparently people still occasionally run into trouble. But I follow you, Calamity. I should anyway, so you should be able to raid if nobody else can. Okay, Daz wants grammar advice. Does this mix of plural and singular still sound good, even though many of them were more thug than thief? I would personally say if you are using it as a plural and not a singular they, which is different, right? Then I would say even though many of them were more thugs than thieves, right? Because plural agreement, yeah. You could get away with it. Yeah. Schedules home tour for Loch Erin, says AG. Good luck. Yeah, I'm not frantically refreshing Ingram Spark, waiting for the moment I can approve my books. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I'm gonna check that when I've done my stream too. I doubt it, because I just did it last night. I stayed up till I was done. It was 4 a.m. or something again. Daz said, back to the self blurb, I meant connecting self to the writing. For instance, my writing has dogs. I not only love dogs, but I have a dog. I could drop doggo stories. Another blurb thing, my story involves riding on a river, and like next to a river, pull it through lots of fishing, and interesting experiences with big snapper dogs. I get what you're saying. And that's the go back to work growl. I'm going to take an intermission break, so I'm not going to worry over much about getting back over it because it's bio break time. But what do you put for that to connect you personally to a space opera full of elves? Right? I can say that my partners are a soldier and a sailor, right? Because that's part of how I get a lot of my, double check things and make sure that I've got the feel right. But otherwise, my protagonist suffers from PTSD and so do I. Is that something we want in the blurb? I don't know. But I get what you're saying, and most times that will work well. Thank you for, oh God, yes, thank you for the save check. My goodness, that's very important here, actually. File. And I haven't done it yet. Is this still the original? Yeah, that's the PDF, so we're gonna have to save as, because we want to save it as a Photoshop document. Do it there. Yes, thank you, Daz. Very important. Glad chapter 7's going well for Billy. Ice cream does sound good. Okay, see you later, Diva. No worries about heading out to a Girl Scout meeting. Gotta give the troop their books. Helped one of the girls write and publish their own book. Yay! That's a great thing to do. That would have been so cool when I was in Girl Guides. Way to go for doing that. That's awesome, Diva. I'll see if I can interview her. Would love to hear from a 10-year-old what she learned from the whole process. Oh my God. I wish you'd been around like 36 years ago. Hi, Jackie. Yay, you were in. Author goddess in Morgan Freeman voice. AG. It's definitely not normal. Yeah. Eli says I had to pay $8 something or other for my hard copies. I did a wrap copy instead of a dust jacket. Same price either way, right? It's just that it's a fat book, right? That's part of it. It's 554 pages. It's a big book. Oh, you need to be following for raids? Thank you, Siobhan. I don't know why, but... Alright, Billy's staying done for the day, and I'm through the chat. So we are now going to take a Be Right Back break. I will see you guys in a minute. All right, so I'll just turn the mic on and off for a couple minutes here because I'm kind of catching a snack. But I'm back. Yeah, interesting conversation. Woohoo on number 16 on poetry and Amazon there. That's awesome there, Eli. Congrats. I'm not surprised. I think I made it to number 8 at one point in steampunk, but it's nowhere near there now. For the new release there. Oh yay, good news for everybody. That's awesome, Chris. Right on. Good review for you on your poetry book. Excellent. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping when I get the paperbacks up as well, it'll bolster my overall sales rank. We'll see. Like I said, it's kind of a hard sell because it's so weird, right? It's so cross-genre. At least initially. I mean, I think when you read it, it's like, oh, that's actually, you know, but I don't know. Alright, let's see if I can line this up. So shabby, eh? Yeah, I'm sorry, Daz. Yeah, you're still on break screen because I'm like in and out getting a snack. I'll be back not break screen in just a sec. Sorry about that. Daz is right. She says, this dialogue is really hard, especially because I know it's so important to get right because Kipes already has his own fans. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Clive Sinclair died. Ah, that sucks. Hmm. Okay. That's the script. Should probably be sooner away. Okay, we'll do that in a minute. Hello. There we go. Back in the chat. Daz says, do you have to put the blurbs on the inner flap sable? Or sables? Right? And James says, there are two. I can hug both of them. Yeah, there are two sables. I could put the blurbs on the inner flaps, right? And I probably will put the long form blurb on the front flap, right? And then the back flap can be for things like reviews, right? You can put your, like, other works there, your, like, you know, who you are as an author blurb thing, right? There's a variety of things you can do with inner flaps. Right? The idea being something that's going to sell your book, right? So I'll see how much space I end up having. I'll probably put the long form blurb, the one that's actually on the Amazon site, right, in the front flap. And then if I have room, I will put Sarah's review on the bottom of that. And then on the back flap, I will probably put, you know, other works by the author. And if I have enough room, my author blurb. Right? So we'll see how it goes. And that's kind of my priority level for what I will include, right? So the author blurb will be the first thing to be removed, and then the other titles by, and then the review, right? But I don't think that I'll have to get there. And hello, Pride. Good to see you. Still on vacay. Nice. Kind of a down day before tomorrow's action-packed and Saturday's long journey home. Awesome. Awesome. A good day to kind of absorb. Yep. As Daz says, a day to recharge for the last wraps of vacation fun and travel adventures. Yeah. Makes sense to me. Around with this since the chat went quiet again for a minute. I think with this look, I probably want to move all this shit down. So we'll start by moving the Audio Publishing down. Rectangle down. Oh, let's get back to the anyway. This down. Try to line it up. Yeah, I think that ought to work. Rowan said, whereas I am ramping up for a huge flurry of activity as soon as I get my estate paperwork in so that I can, in theory, go on my vacation at the start of October, end of September. Yeah. Here's hoping that works out. All right. Rowan says, I'm expecting the paperwork to be in by the end of today, which means I can go get it tomorrow and hopefully deal with the estate stuff. Excellent. Then I will have money and tons to do. Daz says, sounds like a great plan, and it sure does, doesn't it? I think I can avoid putting the boxes of the blurb on the back because it will be, for this, because it'll be on the front flap. So I probably am not going to bother with that. You know, the little boxes like, you know, like these, right? Toy soldier, a derogatory slang term for an elven marine. That stuff's all going to be on the flap. So there really isn't any point in putting it on the back, right? Just add additional stuff to mess it up, right? So why would I do that? A little bit more futzing around with my name there, so I'm quite low. Yay, it's break time, says Daz. You need some wording on the back? I thought what I would do for the back, right, of the dust cover here is, okay, you know how I've got all this stuff? I thought instead of the blurb in the top corner and the blurb down there, I would put the review from Sarah, right, the Aradia Publishing logo, the, you know, this thing here, ISBN, printed in the United States and Canada, and the code, the UPC code for the ISBN in the bottom right-hand corner of the back cover, right? Just not these boxes that are semi-transparent. I suppose I can see how it looks. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should put toy soldier, a derogatory slang term for an elven marine, and the blurb thing, like the review and the other stuff. I mean, I'm not going to leave it blank, right? That doesn't look like a real book if you do that, so. Yeah. Celeb reviews of the book, says Bitzer. If I had any currently, I would add them. Problem is, I'm not sure who to approach. And there's always the possibility I can do a second edition later on that alters the cover with more blurbs, right? More review blurbs. So I thought I might consider actually spending the money to get a Kirkus review. But they're expensive. They're like $500, and there's no guarantee that you're actually going to get a good review, right? So, which is, I guess, why they're valuable, but... Hey, does Sifwa let you get reviews, says Daz? It's not a guarantee, but it makes it more likely. can also, I'm going to submit it to Locus Magazine as well and see if I can get a review through them. Because they do that. They also give out awards. Alright, I'm going to get back to work. I mean, it's hard to say whether or not I would get an award. You never know how people are going to take stuff, right? Like... Alright, see you later, Eli. Thanks for joining me. I mean, is there a feature of the membership that lets you ask for a review from fellow members? I haven't found one yet, but that doesn't mean it's not there. And then Dad suggests, what about asking your fellow writers from Gunsmoke and Dragonfire for a review? That's not a bad idea. I should do that. To be honest, I've been trying so hard just to get the fucking thing out that I haven't even thought of that yet, but I should do that. let's break this up a bit just for shits and giggles. I've been kind of copying over things that I've been doing repeatedly. And it frankly bores me to death. Do you guys think that's too sharp of a contrast? Or do you think that it works? Because I'm going to put like black or dark brown lettering on it, except for the red that I'm using for, you know, the title and whatnot. I could also put like black rectangles, but I think it might be a little bright. I think I might want to go for that cream color there instead, eh? Try it anyway. Let's do that. Let's go for some of the bright cream. Or even that. What do you think of that instead? Or should I try like a lighter type of parchment in there, maybe? You know what? I think I might. Daz is like, where are your mods? Rowan says, don't know, it's just me today. Honestly, they're probably just listening and not watching chat, and I auto-modded you, Daz, right? Would have done it sooner, but I had to run outside and check on the potato seed storage pit before I called my mom for the 3 p.m. night time check-in to say I'm safe. Oh No worries, Rowan, says Daz, and why did you not like that comment? Rowan says your fellow was tagged as bullying. Fragged if I know what the fuck. Red Idea says, I'm back. Little one got really congested and had to have some medicine. Aww. It was horrible, but she's good now. How are we all doing? Working hard. And kind of, you know, I'm currently asking the chat for opinions, which is why I'm kind of paused, even though it's in the middle of the sprint. Rowan says, cream for the inner flap is good. Daz agrees. I thought you meant with the lettering. Says Daz. Rowan says, agree with Daz. Move on to the next bit. Stop fucking with it. Okay. James says, a tiger really doesn't like automod. Yeah. And Daz is making slow progress through her dialogue, which is great. Okay, I guess I could leave it the cream for now, and I can always replace it with a section that is parchment later. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do for now. Something of a similar cream shade. Yeah, okay. You know, I'll check it out just to see how it looks, but... Billy says, I definitely made the right choice having a break this evening. My brain is very tired. Yeah, my plans are, waiting for my doctor to call to renew my prescription after I'm done the stream, and I'll get done what I can here, and then I'm going to take a nap. That's my plan. Now I wonder if I can be lazy and copy and paste that rectangle on the other side and it'll fit. Let me find out. Rather than draw a whole new rectangle. Because why the hell would I? Hey, it might be a thing. All right. I figured they probably were pretty close on the template. Yep. Good for me. I found a way to be lazy. Where'd I save that? Daz agrees that self-care is very important to maintaining a good creative level. Legit. Right? James is going to bed. Good night, James. Thanks for joining me. I will see you on Sunday, if not before. Daz says, I actually like the color of the back inner flap. Color and texture. Were you meaning the dark bit? Like before I put the rectangles on? like them too, but it'll make it difficult to read the text. I mean, I can do it white, but I'm gonna try to go for kind of a semi-printed paper look that would be period, you know what I mean? Except for my blurred toy soldier derogatory term for an Elven Marine. I'm gonna keep that, like, looking sort of semi-futuristic there, right? Billy says, so I made a little plan for Act 2 so far, and I'm so excited to dive into it, but I'm waiting for the rewrite to be done first. Awesome. I seem to have a fair bit of lag, by the way, and I'm not really sure why. Yeah, it's something like 45 seconds worth. It must have been me doing something else that, you know, I must have had a freeze near the beginning of the stream and not noticed. Which wouldn't surprise me. Adobe Photoshop is a very graphic intensive program and it's hard on my RAM. So all right, Billy's off too. Good luck and Godspeed to you too, and thanks for joining me today. Daz says, letting it simmer can be a very good thing, as you give your muse a chance to link it with whatever you're editing. Yep, true facts. Alright, this is going to be the final sprint for the day, guys. deciding if I like it or not. I suppose the first thing I'm going to do is cut out my copy of the ISBN. Like that they do this in pink, really light pink too. Makes it very difficult to line that up. Alright, that's the sport thing. Why are you insisting on being a big pain in my butt? I should do is I should read this text. Hello, Moon. Good to see you. Made dinner. Yay! Undercooked the noodles slightly. Yeah, that's no good. Well, depending. I agree with Rowan. A little al dente is fine. It improves the texture, for sure. Cold spot in the water. A little crunchy in some spots. Aaron's saying it's like baby chickens. It's the bones to make them crunchy. Homemade chicken broccoli Alfredo. That sounds delicious. Now that's what I want for dinner. It's just hard to do for lactose-free and gluten-free people, let me tell you. Well, the Alfredo is not homemade, says AG. That's a bit advanced for the kids. Yeah, fair enough. Sweet AG, did you leave the bones in for crunch factor? Says Aaron. AG says, no, the texture comes from broccoli that is not over-steamed. Oh, Aaron, did you hear we were trying to move to your lake? They're trying to move to a place called Loch Erin. And it's even spelled the right way. How's that grab you? No, Loch Erin. Yep. Yeah, which one is that? Erie? I'm amazed you didn't try to claim it was... Yeah. Yeah. Of course, Superior isn't in the United States at all, so... Otherwise, we probably would have tried to claim that one. I don't think. Or is it? Yeah, the other side is, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So, I'm amazed he didn't try to claim it was Lake Superior. That was his lake, obviously, you know. But no, he didn't, so... I love you, baby. I'm allowed to tease you. You know why? Because he teases me. So he'll get me later. See? There you go. I knew it was coming, didn't I? How well do I know him, right? Okay, gang, that's 3 o'clock. Thank you for hanging out with me and doing some work while I was working on my cover. I hope you guys got a lot of work done, and I hope at least you enjoyed the company if you didn't. And that's totally fine. Yeah, Michigan border Superior, that's right. Yeah, so... Yeah, so I've enjoyed hanging out with you. I'm gonna find something to read. I guess I'll put up the end screen. Where shall we go? Who's on? Oh hey, Pen and Parable is on. Have they been on for a while? I think I've tried to read them before, but they were just shutting down. It'd be either them or Michelle Writes Meow, who I really like, or Write Meow, yeah. So either way, guys, but Pen and Parable's been coming and hanging out here, so you know that's really cool. Let's try Pen and Parable, guys. Thank you, Daz, for educating people on the Great Lakes. Yes, it's Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, and Superior. Yeah, we are going to raid Pen and Parable because I never get the chance to, and they come and hang out here. So, when you get there, don't forget to shout, prepare to be boarded, because we are the Sables Privateers. Aaron will be back tomorrow for Ask an Old GM at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UTC, 10 p.m. in the UK, 7 o'clock in the morning, Australian Eastern Time. We will not be here on Saturday. We have an appointment or two right around the time that Aaron is supposed to stream. You know, house appointments, wish us luck. Right, I should be back on Sunday for Sable's World Forge, but as I've said, things are going to be a little eclectic and up in the air for a while. I don't foresee any problems with Sunday night's game at this time, but, you know, we'll let you know more either tomorrow or Sunday. And, yeah, thanks for all the support, guys. I will see you soon. We're off to the raid, and I'm going to run my book ad one more time. Don't forget, A Few Good Elves is available now at Kindle and will soon be available for wide distribution. It's just waiting for approval from Ingram Spark. And the paperback and hardcovers will be out soon. See you then.